I will focus more on chapter 2, rekod tak lengkap. So I wish to cover kaedah perbandingan and also kaedah analisis. So let's go to page number 14. You all will have your midterm exam in May, right? So in May, we will have more detailed revision on the every kind of pelarasan, including the hasil belanja, SN, SNT, PHR, hutang lapor terpulik, and also pelupusan. So to save time to try to cover more questions today, so for the detailed revision for pelarasan, I will cover in the class in May lah, right before your exam. Okay, and let us go through the kaedah perbandingan first. And look at the question requirement in page 15 first. First part of the question requirement, they need us to calculate modal on 30th June. So very clearly that it is modal on last day. So it is to calculate modal akhir. We also consider as modal baki HB lah. Okay, but no matter the question, only need us to prepare pernyataan mengirim modal akhir, but you still need modal awal. So no matter how the question looks like for kaedah perbandingan, the steps, the requirement, the information that you require later still will be exactly the same. You still need both modal awal and also akhir. Then you can only prepare pernyataan untung rugi to use your EP item to calculate for your untung or rugi bersih. So you just need to stick on these kind of steps. Find out both modal awal and also modal akhir. Then you can only work on the next step. Okay. So bear in mind, you still need to calculate for both modal awal and also modal akhir. But no matter how, no matter it's modal awal, modal akhir, formula and the theory will be exactly the same. We'll still use back the first formula that we learned since Form 4 Chapter 2, which is we're going to use formula asset equals to liability plus equity per milik. And modal is under equity per milik, right? So when you want to find the equity per milik unknown, by using the mathematic way, we're going to move the liability to opposite side. And previously, it is the positive, right, to add, right? So now it becomes minus. Then the formula will become EP equals to asset minus liability. The same formula will apply to calculate modal awal and also modal akhir because both are also equity per milik. It's just that if you want to calculate modal awal, you need asset awal, we call it as asset baki BB, minus liability awal, liability BB. If you need modal akhir, then you will need to take asset baki akhir, HB, minus liability baki akhir, HB. Exactly the same. The only difference will be either BB or HB only. This is by using formula way lah. If you want to put it into pernyataan format, either one will be exactly the same. It's just that the difference in terms of the date and also the value only. Okay, so let us find out the information to get your modal awal. Get all the asset baki BB, liability baki BB first. Let's go to the question. On 1st July 2024, when we look at the first day of the period, definitely it's baki BB lah. Okay, then the boss start a business by using modal as below. That means these are all considered as modal awal for us. Okay, then let's look at the list one by one. Let's find out the klasifikasi first. Tunai di bank, we call it as bank. Aset semasa. Okay. The student who just came in now, we are in page number 14. We are covering the kaedah perbandingan for rekod tak lengkap. Then next, premise, ABS. Lengkapan, ABS. Deposit, and no matter what kind of deposit, it is the money that you keep with the landlord or keep with the owner. Then after you want to terminate, you want to stop, then you can get back your deposit. So it's kind of you keep your money temporarily with that person until you collect it back. So it is still your own money lah. If It's just that you keep it somewhere else. So it is still asset semasa. And just now we mentioned that the formula of modal awal is to take your asset BB minus liability BB, right? Then we have all asset BB already, but that's missing liability. It's fine because it is new company, new business. Maybe there's no liability yet. So what you're going to do is just need to total up all to get your modal awal. And you should get 101,000. Okay. Because of this question, they don't need us to prepare the peringatan mengira modal awal. It's just for modal akhir. So it's fine for us to calculate by using formula. Then prepare it into the formula first, so easier for us to find the answer later. Okay, so this is what we get for modal awal. Then continue to use back the same theory to get your modal akhir. But now you need to take asset HB minus liability HB. That means the asset and liability on last day of the period. Okay, now go back to the question one more time again. Okay, now we done for modal awal, right? Then continue. The boss didn't keep a complete record. And on 30th June, this seems like last day of the period, right? So this is the Baki HB that we need. Okay. And they give us the asset and liability for us on last day. So it's just nice that it is exactly what we want that now, right? Asset HB and also liability HB. Let us identify the klasifikasi first. Okay. Premise ABS. Deposit AS. Lengkapan ABS. Tunai di bank, record it as bank aset semasa. Simpanan tetap aset semasa. Inventory on last day of the year, we call it as inventory akhir, AS. ABT also AS. ABB LS. Sewa belum terima AS. Kadar bayaran belum bayar LS. Okay. Highlight ya. For this session, seminar or online last minute class will be somehow different from the usual class because in the class that we have usually, we will go through slowly a bit because we want to get some feedback to make sure you understand the question because we have some times to go through the question one by one, right? But in seminar or last minute class, those online last minute booster class, we will try to cover as much as possible that we can, provided we have the foundation already, right? So it will be a little bit fast paced. So it's fine that you don't write down the note first. You can take picture later as long as you listen and understand the theory first. And then prepare the answer later. So if you have anything unclear, you can drop down the message right away. Or you can WhatsApp me later or we can discuss in the class also. You can show me in the class. Okay, yeah? So let us continue. We got the asset and liability Baki history from the question already, but don't forget we must have pelarasan end of the year. So don't calculate by using all these first to get your modal akhir because it might be affected by the modal tambahan later. Okay, so at the same time, actually we can work on modal akhir and also untung bersih, rugi bersih at the same time by identifying, by differentiating what are the information that we need for each part. Okay, so just now we have mentioned in order for us to get modal akhir, we only need asset and liability, right? Okay, then how if to find untung or rugi bersih? Okay, previously untung rugi bersih, we are going to work on the upper, right? We have to get the hasil and belanja, put it into APO, prepare a full format to get your untung or rugi bersih. But now no more. Kaedah berbandingan no. Kaedah berbandingan that only need us to use the PKK, equity pemilik portion, just that portion to find out the missing untung bersih in the middle. So in short, for kaedah berbandingan, for us to calculate for untung rugi bersih, what we need is only equity pemilik. Not the rest of asset liability, not hasil and belanja at all. Only equity pemilik. which is the modal, ambilan, untung bersih, rugi bersih, modal tambahan. Exactly what's shown in PKK previously. Okay, so from here, you know that for us to get modal, we need asset liability. For us to get untung or rugi bersih, we only need EP. Now, how if you find out any hasil and belanja? Do you still need hasil and belanja to calculate for your answer this question? Yes or no? Yes or no? We need asset and liability to get modal. We need only EP to get untung rugi bersih. So if we find any hasil and belanja, do we still need to recall it? Yes or no? No. So remember for kaedah berbandingan, forget all the hasil and also belanja. Just ignore. Okay? Remember that Now let us go through the maklumat tambahan. First maklumat tambahan, on last day of December, the boss bought Almari Pameran by using his own personal money. But can the company use boss personal money? No. It's only provided the boss bring in money to the company, then we can only use the money for the boss. So what's the account factor here? Let's see whether you can get the idea. What's the account factor here? Company can only use boss personal money provided the boss bring in money to the company. Then we can only use that money to buy item. So what's the account here? What's the account here? Yes, modal. Then to be more specific, it is actually affecting modal tambahan. What's the classification of modal tambahan? It's EP, right? Okay, then let's think about that. We need to prepare two parts of the answer only, right? EP should go to part A or part B. Let's see whether you can get the idea or not. Modal tambahan is EP. EP should go to part A or part B. Part A is to get the modal. Part B is to get the untung or rugi bersih. So modal EP should go to first or second part. What is A? Why is A? Modal tambahan is EP or EP should go to, look at what I highlighted. So it should go to part Liu Chai Ling. 1 or 2? Yes, go to part 2. So in this question, part 2 is for B, right? So let us label first to avoid any confusion later. You will go to part B later. Modal tambahan, 2,500. Okay, done for modal tambahan, but don't forget, every pelarasan you have to do twice, right? One for APO, one in PKK. Then you can only manage to combine your APO and also PKK. So first account affected here is modal tambahan. Second account, the boss, no matter how, still buy Almari Pameran for business use. And Almari Pameran is considered as lengkapan. Lengkapan klasifikasi ABS. And when we buy lengkapan, lengkapan will get more. So increase by 2,500. Okay, done. Every pelarasan at least record twice, right? Okay, but now, okay, take note very important part now For kaedah berbandingan, something special. If you see the sentence specifically clearly mentioned that we never record anything, then you have to record everything for them. But for this sentence, they never mentioned haven't record anything, right? That means we can assume this transaction has been recorded. Only one thing missing. Only one sub missing not recorded. But how we know that? Check the account lah. Okay. Did we see modal tambahan here in the list of the account? No, right? That means have we recorded? Definitely no lah. So do we need to record? Yes, we need to record. Okay, but lengkapan. Do you see lengkapan in this list? Yes, right? It's here, right? Yeah. So that means it is recorded. Do we still need to record it again? No. So make a remark. We can assume it is done. So repeat one more time. This is a very special thing for kaedah berbandingan. First thing, find out pelarasan to adjust twice as usual, since we learned in Form 4. Then you check in the sentence here. Did they mention we haven't recorded or not? If they mention very clearly that we never record, then record all for them. But if like this sentence, they never mention that we never record, that means everything is record. Everything has been recorded. Only something missing. But how you check which is the one missing? Check the accounts that were affected just now to see whether it's in the list or not. If it is in the list, means recorded. If it is not recorded in the list, that means not recorded. Then we have to record in our answer now. Okay. Then continue the same logic for the rest of the pelarasan. Next one. In this period of time, the boss take up barang niaga and also check for his family. So what's the account here? When the boss take out for personal use account, yes, ambilan. Ambilan classifikasi is to minus EP, right? Now come the question again. Minus EP should go to A or B. Yes, should go to B. It is for us to find the untung rugi only because part A, to get your modal, you only need asset and liability. So label first, label it for part B later. Okay, then ambilan how much? We can combine both together. 960 with 340. So we get 1,300. Okay. Next account. He take up barang niaga. Okay. Barang niaga we consider as inventory, right? But as usual, we cannot touch inventory straight away. It will touch as berlian or jalan. But they didn't take it out for sale, right? So we can only touch berlian. What's the classification of berlian? We only record berlian in Apo, right? And Apo only record hasil and belanja. Yes, because we need to spend money to buy product. We call it as berlian. Whenever talking about spending money, belanja. And when you take out the item from the company, your inventory, no matter how, still reduce, right? And belanja reduced by 960. But double check. Do we ever need belanja for this question? Do we need belanja for kaedah berbandingan at all? Yes or no? Do we need any hasil and belanja? No, not for kaedah berbandingan at all. So you just ignore it. The next one, check. We see check, that means affecting account. Bank. Bank classifikasi, yes. Bank classifikasi aset semasa. When take out money from the company, money will reduce. And asset, asset should go to part A or B. Yes, it should go to part A. Label first. Don't worry, just label first. We will filter later. Part A, we need to minus the bank for 340. But again, did they mention we never record? No. So let's check. What is the missing item that we need to record on behalf of them? Okay, then see ambulan. Do we see ambulan in the list? Clearly no, right? So we need to record ambulan for them. Then next, do we see bank here? Yes, it's here. So do we need to record again? No, because we can assume it is recorded because they never mention we never record. So we can ignore it also. Okay. Number 3. On 31st March, the boss has been informed that one ABT move list bankrupt. So his portion of hutang become hutang lapuk. And take note, dimension. Belum diambil sebarang tindakan. That means we never take any action. That means we never record anything. Okay, but don't worry. First thing, do the polarizer as usual first. So let's see whether you can remember. Is hutang lapuk affecting ABT or not? Hutang lapuk means custom run away. Okay, for the student who came in just now, we are discussing kaedah perbandingan for record tak lengkap in page 14. If you miss anything, it's okay. We will get the video in YouTube soon. Or you can text me personally if you want anything. Okay, then go back to the question number 3. Maklumat tambahan number 3. Is hutang lapuk affecting ABT for straight? Is it confirm affecting ABT? Hutang lapuk means the customer run away, means you sell item to customer before and you are supposed to receive the money back in future. That's why you record it as account belum terima. But now he ran away, he bankrupt, so you cannot collect back your money, right? So it's no longer ABT. You need to take it out. So it will cost your ABT directly minus by 590. Okay. And classification of ABT is AS, right? AS should go to part A or part B. Assess the master. Yes, it should go to part A. Okay, then continue. Hutang lapuk itself. When customer run away, it will be hasil or belanja for us in Apo. Yes, belanja in Apo. But again, do we need belanja for kaedah perbandingan? No, so we can ignore. Now, you only keep for ABT and then mention that we never record anything, right? So do we need to record for this ABT? Do we need to adjust the ABT value here? Yes or no? Yes, because they mentioned that we never record. So you need to minus the ABT by 590. So you will get 5,950. So after adjusted here, then don't need to bother this at all. So you can make across that we have done this adjustment already. If you want to make some remark, you can make a tick here, make a remark here. We cancel it because we have done adjusted in the list already. Then number 4. Kulangan barang niaga kepada pembekal. That means we bought something from pembekal before and we return the item to them. And they mention never record anyway. Okay, let's check. When we see pembekal, don't need to struggle much. As long as pembekal, pelanggan, definitely something secara credit before. But pembekal is referring to account belum bayar or account belum terima. ABB or ABT. Pembekal means supplier, right? It will only buy from supplier. And if you buy from supplier, you are going to pay or receive money. So it is account belum bayar, yes. So whenever see shortcut, if you see pembekal, definitely ABB. If you see pelanggan, definitely ABT. So make a remark here first, ABB. ABB classifikasi LS. But now think about it. If you got pulangan, if you buy things from supplier and you haven't paid, then later you return the item to supplier. You're going to pay more or less. After return the item to supplier, you're going to pay more or lesser? Less. So it will minus your account belum bayar by 375. And liability should go to part A or part B. Liability go to part A or B. A, okay, make a remark first. And then pulangan barang niaga kepada pembekal. That means you buy and then you return the item to supplier. So we call it as pulangan belen or pulangan jalan. Pulangan Ulangan beli atau jualan. Whenever talking about pembekal, beli atau jualan, you buy or sell thing to supplier. Yeah, so it's pulangan belian. Then we only keep pulangan belian in Apo, right? So it's either hasil or belanja. Can remember pulangan belian? Think about the belian first. Klasifikasi belanja, right? Okay. Then when you return the item to supplier, your expenses, the money that you spend to buy your product will get lesser, right? So belanja minus by 375. But do we need belanja for this question? Do we need this for this question? No. So we can ignore also. Okay. Then only remain for ABB. And we see ABB in the list, right? And then they mentioned we never record anything. So we need to adjust the ABB by minus 375. So minus ABB by 375, you will get 3227. And adjusted here, so make a remark, we have done this adjustment, so we can ignore this list. Okay, number 5, inventory on last day. We made some mistake. We overestimated, we overvalue already. If we overvalue, that means we calculated too much. Then we have to add or minus. Minus, so we need to minus inventory akhir by 370. Okay, but don't forget inventory recorded in both APO and also PKK, right? Let's think about the PKK, the easier one first. What's the classification of inventory akhir? AS. And AS should go to A or B? Part A or part B? Part A. Okay. Then also been recorded in APO, right? And inventory akhir is considered as the part of cost jualan, which is a production cost. So it is also considered as belanja. Then do we need belanja? No, right? So you can ignore for the belanja. You only need to adjust the value for inventory akhir. Okay, then the mention here, hendaklah dibetulkan. That means we haven't do the correction lah. So we need to do correction for them. So we need to adjust the inventory akhir here by minus 370. So minus 370, you will get 11,410. And done this adjustment, make a remark, we have done this step also, so we can ignore this step also. Next one, simpanan tetap. Simpanan tetap is not pinjaman. Simpanan tetap means you save your money, you got saving in the bank. So you're going to pay or receive interest. You're going to pay or receive interest from your simpanan, receive, right? Okay, so bear in mind, you're going to receive. Okay, let's think about the first part that mentioned simpanan tetap 5,000 starting from 1st January. Let's check. Do we see simpanan tetap in the list? Yes, right? Here, right? And then it is exactly the same amount that we saw in the maklumat tambahan 5,000, right? So no changes. Everything is done. So you can ignore for simpanan tetap. Then what's the next? The emphasized faedah is 3,000 per year. And then I mentioned we never record at all. So we need to record the faedah for them. Okay, let us calculate as usual. Faedah simpanan tetap. Since we are going to receive the faedah, right? Hasil or belanja? Is hasil or belanja then? Hasil. Okay. 5,000 times 3%. But take note, whenever see date, you need to be careful on the tempo. We put the value, we save the money since 1st January. But up to year end, 30th June. How many months here? How many months of faedah we need to calculate from here? From 1st Jan until 30th June, that is 6 months. So we need to times 6 over 12. Then we will get 75. Then do we need hasil? It's hasil, right? But do we need hasil? No. So this one, ignore. Okay, and don't forget, you still get another leg. Every pelarasan got 2 legs. We need to record twice. Then let's see. Have we record any simpanan, faedah simpanan here? Seems that no, right? We never see, right? That means have we received? Have we received the faedah? No, because it's not showing there. So we have faedah simpanan tetap belum terima, which is under klasifikasi AS. And aset semasa should go to part A or B. A. Make a remark is A. And last one. Susut nilai 10% a year for the lengkapan. Okay? Then do it as usual. We must start the calculation by SN first. Always start by SN, not SNT. Okay, start by SN. SN klasifikasi belanja. Okay. But remember just now for first maklumat tambahan, we saw lengkapan, right? Okay. And this new lengkapan, we got on 31st December. But this year started the 1st July. Then you need to be careful. That means lengkapan 6,200 here. There are 2 portions. We got 1 portion for the new edition since 31st December, 2,500. Okay, that means the balance of 3,700. This one since first day. Okay, be careful. Be careful for this one. Okay, then let's think about it. For the balance, the old portion that we got since first day, can we calculate susut nilai for full year? Yes or no? Can we calculate the full year susut nilai for the old portion, 3,700? Yes or no? No, me. The old portion, 3,700. You got it since first day. So can you calculate susut nilai for full year to 12 months? You got it since the first day? Yes. So this one full year. But for the new one, new edition, that you got it since 31st December, can you calculate for full year? No. But you got this from 31st December is last day of the month already, right? So no choice for you to calculate the susut nilai for December also. So you start from the next day, the next month, means 1st January. So from 1st January until, from 1st January until year end, 30th June. How many months here? 6 months, right? So you need to calculate 6 over 12 for the new portion. So be careful for this one. So we have 2 parts of susut nilai calculation, then later combine together. Okay, calculate now. 3,700 for the old portion times 3%. Oh, sorry, 10%, right? 10%. This is for the old portion. But the new portion, 2,500 times 10%. Some more we need to times 6 over 12. The answer you will get 495. Okay. But do we need belanja? Do we need belanja for this question? Yes or no? No. So this one ignore. But don't forget, you still need to calculate for S and T, which is to minus ABS. So should go to part A or B? Part A, okay. And we never say SNT from this question at all, right? So no SNT before. Then add with this year SN 495 that we got earlier. So we got SNT for lengkapan already. Last one, PHR. Let's see whether you can remember or not. PHR should go to APO or PAK first. Yes, always go to PKK first because you will only have one answer, one value first, then it should go to PKK. Because in APO, you need to compare two values to see whether increase or decrease. So go to PKK first. So PHR will go to PKK to minus your ABT separately. Remember, separately, yeah? Not affecting your ABT directly, yeah? So it is minus your AS indirectly. Get your ABT percent first, times the 2%. ABT percent, we got 5,950. Okay, 5,950 times 2%. You will get 119. This one straight away go to PKK. Don't need to think too much. Don't need to struggle too much. And AS should go to part A or part B. AS go to part A. Okay, part A again. Now continue for upper portion. We never see PHR from this question, right? Never, right? So 0. From 0 become 119. And when your PHR increase, hasil or belanja. When suspect customer run away, that means you suspect customer will run away for more money. That means you might have potential higher cost. So when PHR increase, hasil or belanja? Belanja. But do we need belanja? Do we need belanja? No, not for kaedah berbandingan. So we can cancel it. For the student who just came in, we are in page 14, covering kaedah perbandingan. You join in late, right? So if you got any issue, you can WhatsApp me or refer to me in the class. Okay? Okay, now everything is done. Everything is analyzed. So let us check what are we going to record in our answer. Pernyataan mengira modal akhir and also to get your untung rugi bersih. It seems like a lot of information, right? But no worry, because we have figured out everything, whether it's for part A or part B. Now go back to the list first. Okay. We got Baki HB, asset and liability here. And all asset liability should go to part A or part B. Or should go to part A, yes. So copy the list in part A. Then go to maklumat tambahan. We have figured out that this is for part B, right? Okay, then this is part B. Then go through slowly. What left? Nothing much here. No, no, no. Okay, then faedah simpanan tetap part A. Belum terima. And then SNT part A also. PHR also for part A. So what you're going to do now is just copy the list of part A into your answer for pernyataan mengira modal akhir. Okay, then do it now. Okay, it's fine that you don't have enough time to copy down the notes because this class is a little bit fast paced. So I will let you to take picture later. Make sure you understand first. Start, we will have premise for the first list, 90,000. Then deposit, kadar bayaran, 500. Then lengkapan, but be careful. Lengkapan, we got SNT just now, right? So we need to move the value to the left. 6,200 minus the SNT lengkapan first. For 95. Then you will get the net balance for lengkapan, 5,705. Then continue. Next one, 290 bank, we can make it short. Bank. 7,560. Simpanan tetap 5,000. Inventory akhir. Remember, always take the latest figure. 11,410. Account belum terima, but you have PHR to minus first, right? So move the value to the left. 5,950 minus PHR just now that we got 119. So the net value of ABT you will get 5,830. Okay, after ABT, skip the ABB first. Continue server. Belum terima. 800. Okay, don't forget to check the maklumat tambahan. Do you still have any asset or not? Okay, so now look for part A and only for asset. B, no. Okay, then what's the next? Okay, this one. Faedah simpanan tetap belum terima. PHR done, SNT done. So only left for faedah simpanan belum terima. $75. Okay, let's see the total. How much? You will be able to get 126,881. Okay, then continue by liability. Liability, you got one in the list there for Baki HP. Kadar. No, you got two. Kadar bayaran. Belum bayar. 240. ABB, take the latest. 3,227. Okay, then double check. Do you still have other liability in the maklumat tambahan or not? Okay, no, 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 not for this. Okay, seems like no, right? Then there's only two liability semasa. And you will get the total 3,467. After minus, let's see how much is the modal akhir on last day. Modal pada 30th June 2025. You will get 123,414. Okay, that's the answer for part A to get your modal akhir. Then don't forget, you still need to do part B, right? To use all the EP, right? Okay, then you have to figure out all the EP. Let us check what are the EP value that we have. Go to the question one more time. Let's look for the B for the EP that we analyzed just now. This of a liability, no. Then maklumat tambahan, we got modal tambahan. We got ambilan, but seems like no more, right? But don't forget, you got modal awal just now, right? Which is EP also. So keep it for part B also. Modal akhir, EP for part B also. Then how you fit into the format for pernyataan mengira untung rugi? Okay, remember previously when we in PKK, we will prepare the EP format starting by modal awal, add untung bersih, add modal tambahan, minus ambilan, then end by the answer modal akhir, right? But now, untung bersih is missing. So you need to work backwards. That's why you need to start your formula by modal akhir first, as the first thing. Ambilan, next one. Modal tambahan, the next. Last, modal akhir. Then how about the add or minus? Reverse everything lah. If previously minus, now become add. If previously to add, now become minus. Then what you're going to do now is fill in the blank by using the information that we have just now. Modal akhir, we got it from part A here. Put it there. 123,414. Ambilan, we got it from the question 1,300 just now. So you get answer 124,714. Continue by modal tambahan. We got just now 2,500. Modal awal, let's see here. That's why I mentioned, no matter how you still need to find the modal awal because it is for us to find out untung bersih by using pernyataan untung rugi later. So fill it here. Then you will get 103,500. But you need to minus this value in order for you to get your untung bersih. After minus, you should get untung bersih because it's positive 21,214. Okay. Any question? Don't be too rushed to jot down the answer first. I jot down the note first because I will get you to take picture later. No rush. Any question? No, okay. For part C, account model, it is less likely for us to come up in the exam. It's not that popular question. So I will skip first. I will cover for those popular parts to make sure you will get to cover those high chance to come up in the exam first. Okay, so now you can take picture on the notes. You can take picture first. Okay. Quite high chance because in Form 5, you only, I guess your midterm exam will cover maybe 3 topics. Chapter 1, 2, 3. Definitely will come up for Form 4 also lah. But we will do pelarasan revision for in May. If not mistaken, we will cover in first week in May. So hopefully can cover before your exam lah. Okay, then take picture. Okay, the next part. Done. Okay, the last part. Then also. Okay, so in summary, no matter what kind of kaedah perbandingan question, you just need to stick to the 3 steps. No lah, I can shorten it as 2 steps lah. When you find out the modal, Remember both modal awal and also akhir. And you only need asset liability here. That's what you understand just now, right? Okay. Then you use all the EP item to get your untung or rugi per se. So, do you need hasil and belanja for kaedah perbandingan? No at all. Okay, that's the tricks how you can resolve every question of kaedah perbandingan. That's the tricks. Okay, then let us go to kaedah analysis, the tougher part. But don't be scared first because it is much more related to the perarasan that we learned before. It's just that they combine a lot of things together. But it's okay. I have a standard step for you. Then you can follow step by step to do all the analysis question. Okay, now go to page. Okay, I will cover tougher question. So it's easier for you to cover the rest of the question by your own. Go to page number 20. For Qaeda analysis, I will divide it into 5 steps. First step, you must find out your jumlah bulan and also jumlah jalan. No matter it's mentioned in the question or not. Although it's not mentioned in the question, you still need to find it because you need to fit the value into the upper. So first step, you need to find out jumlah bulan, jumlah jalan by using the formula jalan tunai together with jalan kredit and also bulan tunai together with bulan kredit. Okay, so let write down the formula. Okay, it's okay that you write down later. Let us discuss first. Understand first, huh? Okay. Both bulan and jalan got 2 different methods. Secara tunai and secara kredit. But jumlah means you need to include both. Let's talk about jalan secara tunai first. Secara tunai is not limited for the cash only. It's not limited to account tunai only. As long as you pay receive money, that means everything the money that you got, everything the money that you paid, no matter it's account bank, account tunai, all included. So I will call it as buku tunai because buku tunai is combination of account bank and tunai ma. So for anything secara tunai, you will get it from buku tunai. Then for jalan means you sell item. If you sell your item, you will receive money, right? And when you receive the money, it will be recorded in buku tunai debit side. So find the jalan tunai in debit side. Opposite way, for bulan tunai, when you buy, you need to pay. And when you pay, it will be showing in buku tunai credit. So grab the value from buku tunai credit. Okay, then jalan credit, that means you have sold but you haven't received the money. We are going to refer it to ABT. And you need to prepare account kawalan belum terima lah. Like what we have learned since Form 4, I think it's chapter 5, right? Okay. Then bulan credit, also called as we buy, but we haven't paid, we call it as account belum bayar. And you will need to prepare account kawalan belum bayar. Okay, let's take a part by part. Let us find out the secara tunai first. Let us check any buku tunai given in the question. Okay, scan through the question a little bit. First part, dimension. We are having a business perniagaan perabot. Take note of the business name because it will show our inventory. It will show what are we selling. So we are selling perabot for this question. Take note because sometimes it's a little bit tricky. First part, they give us general arm on first. So clearly it is Baki BB, but not for now. We are not going to use Baki BB for now. What we need is bulan and jalan tunai first. So we can ignore this part first for now. Then seems like they didn't give us buku tunai, right? But it's okay. They give us the money that we receive and also pay. So remember, whenever pay, receive money, isn't it we record in the buku tunai? So the penerimaan pembayaran here is actually buku tunai for us. And we see jualan, right? We see berlian, right? But we see perabot. And how? Don't forget, this question, we're selling perabot. So, it is the real jualan and also berlian for us. Secara tunai. So in case you get confused, make a remark here. This is the berlian and jualan tunai for us. And since we got the value already, copy down the value into the formula. It is 223,000 jalan tunai. Berlian tunai it is 107,540. Okay, after get the secara tunai, then you need to work on jalan credit and also berlian credit. So our mission now is to find out ABB ABT item. You need to find out anything related to ABB ABT. So get ready with your highlighter, get all the ABB ABT item, then find out debit or credit according to system Traidenberg. Go back to the first part of the question. We need to scan through the whole question to get any kind of ABB ABT. We got Baki BB list here. Yes, there's ABT here. And there is ABB also. Classification of ABT is aset semasa. Aset semasa Baki BB should go to debit side. And then ABB classification LS. LS Baki BB should go to credit. Okay. If you want to do it at the same time to avoid confusion, then you can straight away copy these two amount into your account kawalan. Okay, do it now. Account kawalan. Okay. Belum terima baki BB. 18,900. Account kawalan belum bayar. Baki BB. 23,600. Okay, these two done now. If you want to avoid confusion, make a small remark. We done this too. Okay, then continue. Look for ABB, ABT. Yes, we saw one in penerimaan, one in pembayaran. Okay, let's think about ABB. So ABT first. After you receive money, your ABT balance will add or minus. Minus because after receive money, the portion, the balance of belum terima that you haven't received will minus. And when AS minus, go to credit. Then how about ABB? ABB is LS. When after you pay money, your belum bayar will always minus also. So go to debit. Then what's your booty? It's penerimaan and pembayaran, right? Whenever pay or receive money means touching account. When pay and receive money, definitely touching account money, right? If they never mention it's bank or tunai, always assume it is. Always assume account. When pay money, you can only pay money by using bank or tunai only ma. If they never mention bank or tunai, we always assume it is account. Bank, yes. So record into account kawalan with bukti bank and debit and credit according to what we analyzed just now. Okay, record now into account kawalan with bukti bank. ABT, credit by using bukti bank, 29,400. ABB, debit by using bukti bank, 72,190. Okay, done na? These two done. So make a remark. These two also done. Let's find for more. Okay, maklumat tambahan first one. Baki on 31st May. Obviously, Baki HP lah. Let's see any ABB, ABT or not. Yes, we saw ABT. ABT is asset semasa. AS Baki HB go to credit. We didn't see ABB but KHB, right? It's fine. Leave it. Just leave it. Okay, so record it now first. Bucky, HB for ABT, credit side, 24,720. Okay, let's scan through the rest of the question to look for ABB, ABT. Next part, gaji. Nothing to do with ABB, ABT lah. Same for electric, all this kadar bayaran, insurance, sever, angkutan, nothing to do with ABB, ABT. SN also no. Is PHR affecting ABT directly? Can PHR affecting ABT directly or not? No, right? Because it is just based on our suspicion. So we need to deal with it separately. So don't touch ABT at all directly. And last, rumah kediaman. Ambilan lah. So nothing to do with ABP, ABT anymore. So you can imbang your account as usual. Take the higher total minus the lower total. So do it for account kawalan belum terima. 54,120. And you will get your difference 35,020. 220. Can we write Baki HP here? Are we looking for Baki HP by using account kawalan? Are we looking for Baki HP by using account kawalan? No, right? We're looking for our final goal, Jalan and Belang credit, right? So when you inbound, don't write Baki HP at all already. You need to write Jalan. But don't write Jalan credit because we don't have any account code as Jalan credit. If you want to do your own remark, make sure put in a bracket. Then you can feed it into your formula to get your jumlah jalan. 35,220. Then you will get your jumlah jalan 258, 220. And also don't forget, since you got Baki HB, grab it to opposite side, become next year Baki PB. Okay, then do the same for the account kawalan belum bayar. There's no Baki HB, it's fine. Imbang as usual. Take the higher total. Imbang as usual also. Find the difference. 48,590. And what's the booty here? What's the booty for this difference? Just now we inbound account kawalan by using jalan. How about account kawalan belum bayar? What should we write in the booty here? It should be, yes, belian. But don't write belian credit. If you want to do your remark, make sure bracket it. Then put it into the formula to get your jumlah belian. It should be 156,130. Okay, so finally, done step 1. It's quite lengthy, it's quite tedious, but it's not that difficult lah. Okay, done step 1, then continue. You need to calculate to get your APO and PKK, right? So you need to do pelarasan as usual. APO, PKK as usual. Okay, then how about step 2? What's step 2? Let's see. Step 2, you need modal awal. Because later you need to prepare PKK, right? If you need to do your PKK for your EP, first thing you need modal awal, right? So if you don't have any modal awal, you cannot work on your PKK for equity per minute also. So for this question, they give us a list of Baki on Baki BB already. So we can calculate for Baki for modal awal lah by the formula that we learned just now. Because just now we already learned how to calculate modal awal and the modal akhir by using the same formula, right? So the formula will be get your asset awal, that means it's Baki BB, minus liability Baki BB also. This is the formula. But for this question, we can take advantage for this journal arm because they give us a total for debit and credit side already. It's just that the modal awal is missing, right? So what you're going to do is you just need to take your total minus the rest in the credit here to find the difference here. So basically, you just need to take the total minus all this figure. Then you should be able to get 140,000. Sorry, it should be 260,280. So this is a step 2. Keep it first. Get it ready for your PKK later. Okay. Then next step, your money. You need to deal with your money because if you notice here, they didn't give us the money for bank at all as a Baki HB. Okay, so step 3, find your balance for the bank end of the period. By how? Common sense ma. Okay, let's see. That's fine. You need the bank value. Remember now you need bank, yeah? You need bank. So go to the first part of the question. We got tunai bank here, which is your Baki BB. Okay, this is the balance beginning of the month, beginning of the year. You're going to continue to use it, right? So means you need to start by your Baki BB, add it together first. Okay. Add your Baki BB. And then you got a penerimaan. When you receive money, your money will increase, right? So you need to add your penerimaan also. Then when you pembayaran, you need to minus because after you pay money, your money will reduce. So basically, the formula will be Baki BB at penerimaan minus pembayaran. Then you will get your balance of money end of the period. So you will be able to get 140,071. Okay, this is step 3. For step 2, step 3, you can skip the sequence. You can use your own sequence. But if you forget about the sequence, it's fine because if you go through the question one by one slowly, you will get question mark. If you see any question mark, make sure you get the answer. Okay. So it's your step 2 to get model awal, step 3 to get your bank value, to get prepared for your PAK later, then last 2, 5 and 4. Everything will be done after you go through the whole question for polarizer, then prepare into upper and PAK as usual. Okay, so now let us go through the whole question slowly to do all different kind of polarizer. Okay, now go back to the first part of the question, Baki BB. Let us find out the klasifikasi first as usual. Kendaraan ABS. Lengkapan ABS. Inventory perabot. Remember, our shop is selling perabot, right? So it is inventory awal for us because it is Baki BB mah. Okay. Then inventory alat kecil. Whenever we see an inventory seems like AS, right? Okay, is AS? Yes. But alat-alat kecil, it is our own inventory. Is it real product for us to sell? No, right? And when we build perabot, we need those alat-alat kecil like the spanner, screwdriver, the nails, the rulers. So these are kind of our production cost also, our material also. So this one, let's make a remark. We need to keep it to calculate our real expenses to be recorded in Apple later. So make a remark first. We will come back it later. And tunai di bank, AS. ABT, AS. PHR, minus AS. SNT, minus ABS. ABB, LS. pinjaman LBS. But whenever you see any percentage for faedah, you need to be careful whether there's faedah or not. But looks like this question is so kind to us, right? Because they mentioned specifically there's no faedah at all. So don't need to struggle much lah. Then modal awal we got already. Okay, now analyze the whole list of the Baki BB already for the classification. But do we ever record Baki BB into apa? Do we record Baki BB into apa? And some more all these are asset, liability, EP. No ah. Then do we record Baki BB into PKK? Or should we record Baki HB in PKK? We should record Baki BB or HB into PKK. Bear in mind, PKK is only for us to calculate the balance of asset liability EP on last day of the year. So PKK will need Baki BB or HB. PKK will need Baki, huh? Huh? PKK is to calculate the balance of asset, liability, equity per million on last day of the year. So Baki, HB, yes. So for all these Baki BB, don't need to record in APO and PKK. You only need it for calculation later. Okay, so don't record all these, yeah. Okay, go to penerimaan. Whenever see penerimaan receive money, sounds like hasil or belanja. Penerimaan sounds like hasil, but we need to figure out each of them one by one to see is it the real hasil that we need for APO or not. The first one, jalan tunai. Do we still need this jalan tunai at all? Do we still need this anymore? Do we still need any jalan or belian tunai? Jalan or belian secara kredit anymore? No, because we got the final answer jumlah belian and jalan here already, right? So no point for us to record double. So we can make a cross. No need for jalan tunai anymore. Then faedah atas simpanan, yes, it is hasil. Do we still need the value for ABB, ABT? No, because we have done it by using jumlah bulan. And some more is not the balance of ABB, ABT and of the period for PKK later. So no more. Sever. But this sever is sever diterima or dibayar. It's under penerimaan. So it's sever diterima. So bear in mind, because sometimes, maybe most of the time, when we got sever diterima, sever dibayar, most probably there will be a trick for us. Okay, so hasil pembayaran, pay money. So high chance these are belanja. But do we need belian perabot at all? Do we still need the belian perabot anymore? No, ignore. Kadar bayaran, yes, belanja. Gaji, yes, belanja. Sewa kedai, yes, belanja. Insurance also. Alat-alat kecil also, but familiar, right? Remember just now, we need to do some correction, right? We got inventory alat-alat kecil earlier, right? So make a remark, come back later. ABB, no more. Angkutan keluar, yes, belanja. Do we record pinjaman into apa? Can we consider pinjaman as belanja? Can we? No. And we only record pinjaman the LBS into PKK, right? And we only record the balance, right? So do we need to record the payment for pinjaman ever? No, never. Ignore it. Okay, and also no faedah because it's zero rate. So it's fine lah. Then go to maklumat tambahan. Okay, do the klasifikasi one more time. Kenderaan, ABS. Lengkapan, ABS. Inventory perabot. You got two value. Always take the high or low value. Think about it. Inventory akhir. It will be recorded as the part of cost jualan, right? Cost jualan, that means it's the production cost for you to sell your product. You will hope your cost higher or lower better? Low. So you should take first or second. You should pick the first one. So remember, always get the lower one. So we should get 28,000. Then you can ignore the 31,000. And it is asset semasa. Inventory alat kecil, okay. As long as inventory, no matter what kind of inventory, is still asset semasa. But again, we need to do pelarasan. And we got three values now already, right? Beginning balance, new purchase, ending balance. Then we can do the calculation now lah to find the actual belanja. But how are we going to calculate? Use the common sense way. Go back to the inventory ala kecil. Baki BB. Beginning balance, that means you got balance of ala kecil that we haven't used up last year. So we are going to carry into this year quantity to use it. So can we consider as this year expenses now? Can we consider this beginning balance as this year belanja? No, meh? Whatever not used last year, you're going to use it this year, right? As long as you use it this year, can you consider as this year expenses? Yes. So it is considered as belanja this year. So you need to add together lah. Okay. Then you have new purchase. If you have new purchase, that means the belanja will add or minus. You spend more money to buy. So yes, you need to add together. So jot down first. You need to get 870. Add new purchase 750. Oh, sorry, I put it in the wrong place, right? It should be under here. Then go to ending balance. Year end, you find out you got this portion left over that you haven't used this year. That means you're going to use it in next year. So can we consider it as this year expenses? Since you only use it next year, then you can exclude it, right? You must exclude it because you didn't use it for this year. So you need to exclude it for next year, minus 680. So the actual alat kecil that you use, only 940. Okay, so done lah. Then the first adjustment. Next one, bank, asset semasa. And we got the value for PK later. ABT as pinjaman LBS. Okay. So these all Baki HP. This is the value that we need for PKK, not Baki BB at all. And second maklumat tambahan. One pekerja got gaji, but pendahuluan means early payment. In advance, that means you pay once gaji to this pekerja. That means you pay too much or too less. If you pay in advance for next year, that means you paid too much or too less. Too much. So if you paid too much early payment, we call it as gaji prabaya. What's the classification for gaji prabaya? If you paid too much, that means you haven't spent the money for actual. You only keep this money to somewhere else and then spend it next year. So what's the classification for prabaya? AS or LS? Prabaya is AS. Okay, so you got one more gaji prabaya AS 500. And just now we mentioned we paid too much, right? If we paid too much, then we have to add or minus to get the actual value. Now you've done the adjustment for PKK for SSMSM, right? So now you need to adjust for APO also to see whether you need to add or minus the extra portion. And since you got the extra portion, extra that means it's not belongs to this year. Then we have to minus gaji for 500. So let's find gaji minus 500. then you will get the actual gaji only 13,200. And since we adjusted here, make a remark, we done this step, then cancel. Number 3, bill sepatut dijelaskan. Sepatut, that means sebenar. This is the actual value that we should pay. So our real kadar bayaran should be this value. So we have to adjust lah to see whether we paid too much or too less or not. Okay, and go to kadar bayaran, change the value, get the actual value to be recorded in APO, 11,700. Okay, we adjusted this already, right? So make a remark, adjusted. So don't need to record this anymore, but we should pay 11,700, but we only paid 11,000. That means we paid too much or too less? Too less. If we paid too less, that means we got a portion that we haven't paid, right? So we call it as kadar bayaran belum bayar. Klasifikasi LS 700 yet to pay. So you got new LS now. Number 4, we paid insurance for 1 year, but ending 31st August. Then what's the last day of the year? We end the year on 31st May, right? That means we paid too much or too less. Ended the year 31st May, but we paid until 31st August. That means we paid too much or too less? Too much. So we call it as insurance prabayar, which is aset semasa. Then we should pay up to 31st May. So after 31st May until 31st August, how many months that we have paid too much? How many months too much here? How many months extra here? 4 May. Ended May. So do you need to include May? Starting by next month only, right? So the month after May is June. June until August. How many months? Huh? Do I got 5? 3 only. Yes, only 3. June, July, and August ma. So only 3 months extra here. 3 over 12 months extra. Let's find out how much we pay. We paid 3,600. That means 3,600 is for 1 year, 12 months. But out of these, 3 months is extra for next month. So we have to take it now. Times 3,600. So the extra portion that we recorded, 900. Take it out, put it into PKK. That means your insurance value, belanja for this year, you need to minus 900. Take out the extra portion. So go back to the insurance, minus 900, then you will get 2,700. Adjusted here, right? Make a remark, done this step, then we can ignore. Then number 5, sewa tahunan sebahagian kedai kepada. Sewa kepada, that means we rented, we got sewa diterima or dibayar. Sewa kepada Nurul Enterprise, that means we rented out our place to outsider. So it is sewa diberi or diterima. It will be sewa diterima because we rented out our place, so we are going to receive the rental fee. So sewa diterima, dimension here. We rented it out, and for full year rental payment, rental received is going to be 7,200. This is the actual value. Okay, then let's check whether we got the actual value or not. Sewa diterima lah, not sewa dibayar. So, it's 7,400. So it's wrong, right? Change it first. Change it to the actual value, 7,200. So after done the correction, make a remark, close it, but we should receive 7,200. We receive more, right? 7,400. We receive extra 200. That means we received the sever, but we haven't delivered the render for next year. So how we call it? We received the money extra, but we haven't earned the money yet. So we call it as sever belum terperoleh. What's the classification for sever belum terperoleh? You receive the money now, but you owe people next year rental service. Whenever owe people anything, classification AS or LS. Yes, it must be LS. LS for the value extra 200. So one more LS here. Then number 6. Angkutan masuk 520 included as angkutan keluar, which is wrong lah. So we have to take out from angkutan keluar, put it back to angkutan masuk. That means we need to add or minus angkutan keluar. We need to add or minus angkutan keluar. Take it out from the wrong place, angkutan keluar, put it back to the correct place, angkutan masuk. So we need to add or minus angkutan keluar. Add or minus angkutan keluar. Hello. Hello. Take out from the wrong place, angkutan keluar. Put it back to the correct place, angkutan masuk. Huh? You need to take it out. You need to take it out from angkutan keluar. So you need to add or minus angkutan keluar. Yes. Minus angkutan keluar. The angkutan masuk. How about angkutan masuk? Angkutan masuk need to add. Yes. Because this amount is belong to him. And angkutan masuk is considered as Audi, right? Okay. So you got Audi 520. Do you see Audi in the list? No, right? Never see any Audi, right? So remember you got one more Audi in Apo already. The angkutan keluar. You need to, sorry, I put it down wrongly, right? You need to minus angkutan keluar by 520. And we saw angkutan keluar just now. Let us adjust there. Minus 520. Then you will get 850. Done here. The update in maklumat tambahan. This one done. No action needed anymore. Only need to record Audi angkutan masuk 520. Next, susut nilai polisi. Okay, let us do as usual lah. Kendaraan. Calculate SN first as usual, which is belanja. Dimension 20% based on baki berkurangan method. Baki berkurangan means we are going to take the cost minus SNT that only times the percentage. Let us check the cost. Okay, let's see the Baki BB first. Baki BB cost of kendaraan 170,000. Baki HB also the same. So it's safer, no changes at all. So it is safe for us to get the Baki HB directly. And the SNT, is there any given? Yes, it's here. 61,200 for SNT kendaraan. Okay, calculate. That only times 20%. And then we will get 21,760. And continue to calculate SNT to minus ABS. 61,200, the original SNT, with this year's susut nilai 21,760, then we will get 82,960. Continue for lengkapan. SN also first. Belanja. Garis lurus 10% based on the cost directly lah. Also do the same. Check the value for Baki BB and also Baki HB to see any difference. Double check. Lengkapan Baki BB 45,800. Year end also 45,800. So safe enough for us to take the Baki HB directly. Times 10%. Then we will got 4,580. Then continue SNT to minus ABS. We got SNT given in the question by the Baki BB here. It's here, 9,160. So take the Baki BB first. Add with this year's susut nilai 4,580. Then we will get 13,000. 13,740. Okay, then SN definitely not given by the question, so we got more belanja here. SNT, always take the latest one. Okay, then next to PHR, just like we mentioned, should go to PKK first, right? So PHR, go to PKK to minus the ABT separately first by taking the percentage times the ABT final answer. Remember, you need Baki HB only, the final one. Don't take the Baki BB at all. So you need to grab it here. 24,720. Times 5%. You will get 1,264. Okay, so this one keep it for PKK directly. Don't need to struggle anything. Don't need to look for any other figure anymore. Now, only figure out for Apo to see whether we got PHR or not. Okay, that's fine from the question. Yes, we do have PHR originally, and it was 1,530. And it become 1,236 now. That means it minus by 294. And when PHR decrease, that means we suspect some of the portion money that we can cover back. It will be extra hassle for us. So we got one more hassle. Last one. The boss take up perabot for his house and never record. What are the accounts here? Boss take up perabot for his house. So account, yes, ambilan. Ambilan is to minus EP. So got ambilan 2,310 to PKK just now. Now later, then how about next? To take up perabot. But remember what is perabot? Perabot, we are selling perabot in this question, right? So when we see perabot, it's actually referring to inventory, but we have to change it to bulan or jualan. Jualan meh? Do you take it or sell? Do you sell it? You take it out for personal use only, right? So can we use jualan? No. Then we have to change it to, yes, belian. And when you take out your product will reduce. And when belian decrease, 2,310, isn't it just now we have a calculation to get your belian, right? Then let us combine together lah. Don't need to struggle much. Minus 2,310. Then you will get your final boolean 153,820. And since you combine that together, then make a remark. You don't need these anymore. Okay. Okay. Finally done discussion for all the pelarasan. Are you still doing fine? You okay? Yes, okay. Now because information is too much, so let us arrange the information. And so let me highlight those information that we need for each part. Okay, I will use purple for Apo. Okay. Should be able to memorize the format for Apo already, right? Apo format start by jalan. You got it here. But do we see pulangan jalan? Do we see any pulangan for this question? Do we see pulangan? Is there any pulangan for this question? Let's scan through the question. Do we see any pulangan? Any pulangan here? Any pulangan here? Any? Any here? Any pulangan here? No. So skip lah. Then continue by inventory awal to start your course jalan. And you will find your inventory awal definitely from Baki BB here lah. So this one. After inventory awal, it will be followed by boolean, right? Okay, got it from jumlah boolean here. And we know didn't see any pulangan boolean, right? Then skip. Get your Audi. We got one Audi here in maklumat tambahan that we got just now. Okay. Then take your boolean per se. Okay, boolean total up with the Audi, you'll get cost boolean. Then finally, you can total up with the inventory awal to get your cost barang untuk dijual. Then what's the next? After cost barang untuk dijual, what's the next? What's the next? Anyone can remember the format? After get cost barang untuk dijual, what's the next to get your cost jualan? Yes, inventory akhir. So get your inventory akhir here. So make sure, make a remark. Keep your inventory akhir for PK for Apo also. Okay, then you'll get your cost jualan. After get cost jualan, take your jualan bersih minus cost jualan to get your untung or rugi kasalah. Then you need to start to record all the hasil and belanja. So when you find all the hasil belanja, make sure you scan the whole question one more time slowly to make sure don't miss out anything. Okay, baki BB here, nothing else. No hasil belanja. Okay, then go to penerimaan pembayaran. Yes, you got one, two hasil here. Okay, then belanja, okay, go to pembayaran here. Kadar bayaran, gaji, sewa, insurance, alat-alat kecil, angkutan keluar. Okay, continue maklumat tambahan. Slowly go through one by one. Gaji prabayar, no. Kadar bayaran belum bayar, no. Then insurance prabayar, no. Sewa belum terperoleh, no. Audi done. Then you will follow by SN kendaraan, SN lengkapan. Then you got one more hasil, PHR. And last one, no, right? Because you adjusted the boolean. And that's all for the APO lah. After done APO, then continue by PKK. For PKK, let me use color blue. Okay, PKK, you need all the asset and liability equity per milik, but only for Baki HB, only the balance for last day only, yeah. So, do you need the Baki BB for PKK? So, do you need the Baki BB for PKK? Need or not? Yes or no? Huh? PKK need Bucky BB or Bucky HB or we record Bucky BB or Bucky HB for PKK. PKK balance on last day. So do we need Bucky HB for it? Yes or no? Huh? Why still yes? Do we need Bucky BB for PKK? No. So forget about the Bucky BB at all already for PKK. Okay, then go to penerimaan pembayaran dan buku tunai. Seems like no other asset liability EP anymore, right? Okay, ignore. Then now, this is the Bucky HB we need for PKK. All the asset liability. Okay, then some more. Remember, we need modal awal for PKK. We need this. We need modal awal. Okay, then next maklumat tambahan. Gaji prabayar. Kadar bayaran belum bayar. Insurance prabayar. Sewa belum terperoleh. What else? SNT kenderaan, SNT lengkapan, PHR to minus with ABT separately. You got one more ambilan. And also you will get your untung or rugi bersih from Apo, huh? Okay? And that's all the information to prepare for your answer. And because of this question, Apo PKK, I'm not going to show the workings because it's just a normal Apo PKK format, right? Okay? Any question? Any question? Noah? Okay, then for PHR, account PHR, because we still got time, okay, let me show you. Account PHR, nothing much difficult. Okay, you only need two things. I will write short form here. Okay, only need two things. You only need Bucky BB, Bucky HB, original value and final value to see add or minus, right? Okay, so you need Bucky BB, Bucky HB. That's all. But one more thing you need to make sure, PHR should go to PKK first, right? So the classification will be minus AS. Minus AS should go to debit or credit. Credit. So first thing, record the Bucky BB as usual. Go to its original place credit side. So put the Bucky BB credit. And then the Bucky HB will be in debit. Okay. And just now we remember we got the Bucky BB for PHR, right? From journal arm here to get the original value, this one, right? So this one, record there. 1,530. And just now we got the final answer here, end of the year. Then this will be the Bucky HB for us because we can only calculate PHR last day of the year. So it will be Bucky HB and it is going to debit side. That's it. What you're going to do is just inbound as usual. Credit is having higher total, right? So inbound by using credit. Okay, inbound as usual to find out the difference. 294. Then how you know it is pertambahan or berkurangan? We analyze just now mah. Originally 1,530. Now become 1,236. Obviously it decreased lah. So what you're going to write here is pengurangan PHR. Yes, betul. Then don't forget last step. Whenever got Bucky HB, put it to opposite side, become next year Bucky BB. Then that's it lah. Every kind of PHR question will be exactly like this. Okay, then that's all for this question. Let you take picture first before we end the class Okay, take picture for now. Tell me once done Okay, the next page. I split into two part Okay, last. Done. Okay, then that's all for today. Hopefully, it's helpful for you for your exam. And of course, I will discuss more, especially for pelarasan to do your full question of Upper PK because that one definitely will come up, and we will do that kind of revision first week of May, hopefully before your midterm exam lah. So after this session, make sure you prepare the answer first before you forget about the details. Okay? Then if you have any question, you can WhatsApp me or you can show me in the class. Okay? Then that's all for today. See you in the class. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.